My story started back in June of 2017, and I suddenly got a really high fever for days and days, and my head became completely blocked up. Felt like a really bad sinus infection, but the fever wouldn't go away, really high fever. I went to doctor after doctor, and no one could figure out what it was. Finally discovered that I was bit by a tick, not a Lyme disease tick, but some obscure tick. Nobody really knew how to help me, so the most important part of this story is that what happened to me was that I lost all of my smell and my taste for a really, really long time. There's not a lot written about when people lose their smell and taste, so I was researching what to do, what could help me. The doctors told me that there was no way I was going to get my smell and taste back because the nerves on my olfactory bulb were dead. They were gone. And the likelihood for me to get my smell and taste back was negligible. I was not going to stand for that because life without smell and taste it's almost like not worth living, not being able to smell flowers or taste pizza or whatever. Anyway, they gave me every medicine under the sun, Western medicine, nothing worked. Still no, smell and taste months and months later. So I tried acupuncture and sound healing and, every modality imaginable, still nothing. About 14 months after, with still no smell and taste, I was on Gaia TV and I stumbled upon a Dr. Joe interview. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks because he was explaining scientifically what I just had been studying spiritually for years. And it was just like, yes, this is going to work. This is it. So I signed up for a workshop, a retreat. And I was on a wait list because, the retreats get sold out. So I was on the wait list, but because I was on the wait list, they sent me all the tapes, the meditations, everything that you get when you go on a retreat. So I started to watch them. And I said to my husband, I am going to go on this retreat if I get into this, off the wait list. And he told me, you know what? You've tried so many things. Give these meditations a year. If after a year of doing them every day, you still feel the same way, you'll go on the retreat. I kind of understood that because, I was trying everything. So I learned about what Dr. Joe was saying, and I started doing one meditation a day, an hour every single day, swapping off between the energy centers and the changing the body with a new mind. And the breath was so key for me. That brought me to other levels. Anyway, about 30 days after I started the meditations, I smelled lavender. And I smelled a peach, of all things. Just like a few little things. And I was like, oh my God, it's so exciting. I can smell something. 56 days after the start of my first meditation, I walk into my house. My husband's cooking a spinach lasagna and the tomato sauce. I smelled it. I broke down into tears because it was back. Everything was back. Everything, completely, fully. And, so needless to say, Dr. Joe, these meditations work for tick-borne illnesses. And, there's a lot of tick-borne illnesses out there and people don't know what to do. So I just want to, tell everyone, this works. But just one other quick thing. Obviously, I'm still doing the meditations. I am on my retreat. The other benefits that have happened to me is I've reached levels of spirituality and divinity that I never even thought were possible. I'm finding things for people that have been lost. I'm tapping into, other dimensions. Things have happened that I'm not going to get into on this, but it's just the most exciting life I could have ever imagined. So the best thing that ever happened to me was losing my smell and my taste.